Starting from the composer, I mean, Puccini is one of the composer that I've done more since long time ago, so it's one of my favorite. And of course the orchestration in Puccini is very interesting, so you can listen, if the audience were able to listen an entire Puccini opera without the singing, they will be surprised how beautiful it is, how it works. It's not the same, let's say, with bel canto, or sometimes with Verdi also, that sometimes you have only the accompagnamento, but not the melody. So in Puccini, everything is there. So every time a singer is singing something, it's also in the orchestra. So if the audience or the public were able to listen one time just the orchestra score, they were, I think, they will be very surprised about the fact that it works. It works also without singers. It is stupid to say, but it's the music is there. Boheme is the first Puccini opera that I've done. So this is good to know. And it's very interesting for me to be another time in Portland, because the last time I was in Portland, it was for the same title, for La Boheme in '94. And I'm grateful also to Portland because it was my American debut in '92 with Elisir d'Amore. So it was the very first time that I was in the States. So I'm glad to be here another time. And in a way, I'm starting from the same point, you know, with some more white hair, but I mean, it's the same music. So always the same things as in life, you know, you have to, the emotion must be there, but just the emotion alone, that doesn't work. I mean, and just the control, I mean, of emotion, the part razionale, say,
rationale?
Right, okay, it doesn't work. I mean, if you have only one part, it's very restrittivo, no? Restrittivo. So you have to have emotion there, but to understand what's happened also. And this is very interesting. Maybe this is interesting also to know for the people. What is doing a conductor has these two things here with the baton on the right hand, and here is, let's say, the expression in the left hand. And this is very clear that are part of, you know, our brain. That is, everybody knows that it's divided in two parts, and so the left part of the brain, it corresponds to the right part of the body, and it's the part that is maschile, male part, razionale, of, you know, calculation and things, and this is where the tempo is here. And it's very interesting that the right part of the brain is the one of intuitiva, and the part of emotion, and the part of irrazionale, of mystery or whatever, and this is with the left hand. So a conductor here is maintaining the tempo steady as much as possible, and here is giving the expression, and it's interesting that it corresponds exactly of what it is the right part of the body to compare to the left part that is the opposite in the brain. So yin and yang, yeah. Okay, it has a tremendous sense of theater, Puccini, tremendous. It doesn't. He's a son of a bitch. I mean, he knows how to play with emotions of people, and after years that we know Boheme, when we arrive in Vienna with a chord, with a C sharp minor chord in the horns, I mean, something happens every time, or must happen every time. I like it. I'm glad also to be here because I work a lot also in Germany, where in these years are doing, you know, things that they have nothing. When I say nothing, is nothing, zero, nothing to do with what was the idea of a composer. So to find a traditional Boheme, you know, in a way for the set, for what we are seeing, I like it very much. I mean, because now in Europe, more and more, especially in Germany, it's impossible. I mean, it's quite impossible to see a normal Boheme. I mean, well done, like she's doing, Sandra, but I mean with a set that is what Puccini wants. So I'm glad to be in this production once again back in the in a traditional way.